Dom here from Essential RC, back for a quick flight test. This is FMS's 1.2 meter Ranger version 2. Kind of a high wing trainer that sits in the middle of their range, and you basically have to choose what is appropriate to your budget. This does not cost too much money. It's available in 3 colours, red, yellow or green. You can choose from ready to fly version or the plug and play version. Ready to fly includes literally everything that you need, including the radio transmitter, the flight battery and a charger to charge up that flight battery. You just need to put AA's in the radio transmitter. The plug and play version assumes that you've already got your own radio transmitter and receiver to put in the Ranger. So if you get hold of the ready to fly version of this 1.2 meter Ranger, this is what you have. All the components for the Ranger itself are on the left, and then on the right you've got the manual, the radio transmitter which needs 4 AA's, the charger and the flight battery to put in the Ranger. Follow the manual and it will take you 15 to 20 minutes to put this Ranger together. I did that, and I'm going to get mine down to the flying field now and take it for its first flight. Okay, ready to take off. Progressively adding power, left stick going up, and it just takes off so quickly. You have to be ready for that. When it takes off, go to full power and get some height, because the first thing you want to do is to trim for level flight, so that you're not fighting the model wanting to go a different way than where you want to go. It's important that at about half power or just over, that hands off the sticks, it flies reasonably level. So I'm just making minor corrections using the trim sliders to do that for the aileron, rudder and elevator. That's flying pretty much okay now. Just to add, this has the Reflex stabilization system. Now most of the time I fly in the optimized mode, which is the top position on the switch, on the right switch, and that eliminates or tries to eliminate the effect of the wind and gusts. There's another mode where you can effectively turn it off so it doesn't interfere at all, and then you've got stabilized mode, which is kind of an auto leveling mode, which is very handy for beginners if you want to use that. So you can see here already, I've just already locked into some really nice gentle flying. It only takes 2 or 3 circuits to make sure it's flying reasonably well and trimmed for level flight, and then I can start throwing it around a bit and doing some aerobatics and some low passes. You can see there it's certainly got enough power, to climb and get out of trouble quickly should you need to. But most of the time I'm just cruising around at half throttle with the occasional burst to do a loop like that. And you don't need to do a shallow dive to do that. You just go to full power and then pull up and pull over the top, and at the top of the loop go to 0 power and come down the other side. Rolls as well, really easy. Not even really using any rudder there, but just aileron roll. Now on this battery I think you'll probably get about 7 or 8 minutes at least of flight time, because you're just going to be flying around at this half throttle setting all of the time. If you're learning to fly radio control model like this, then you'll want to be about 3 times higher than me, just in case you do make a mistake. As my instructor used to tell me, Dominic, you need to be 3 mistakes high, and that really does help you. The first thing you do if you become disorientated is to go to the bottom position on that left stick, go to 0 throttle, and then it will almost right itself and certainly give you more time to sort out any problems that you've got. Even flies well inverted. Look at this, super stable inverted. Will almost fly more slowly inverted than it will the right way up. Don't recommend you do that on your first flight if you're learning to fly one of these for the first time. But for a high wing trainer of this size, it's super agile, and at a brilliant size where you can put it on the passenger seat of the car or the back seat of the car. Doesn't take up too much space. You wouldn't have to disassemble it, take off the wings, although those are very easy to take off, because you just have to take off the two supports on either side of the fuselage. They slide out, and then the two bolts in the top of the wing, they just twist 90 degrees, and then it will separate from the fuselage. Now I don't know about you, but certainly with me, if I've been flying for 7 or 8 minutes, I definitely need to come down and have a break. So let's prepare for landing. Look how quickly this slows up. Just hold the nose up and flare, and I'm down. So that was my first flight of the 1220mm Ranger version 2 from FMS. An excellent mid-range high-wing trainer that would suit anybody looking to learn radio control model flying. The link for this is in the video description and the pinned comment. If you'd like to see more of my videos, then why not subscribe now? Just click that subscribe or follow button. But otherwise, thanks for watching. See you next time.